Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that. You're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Do that again, coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
4 yards.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Jones. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep every...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Panthers, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Throwing Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian Watson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that Colts. The score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Sanders. That's complete. It's Neighbors. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Operating from the gun. Jones. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Operating from the gun. Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 34.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Let's go. Go, Rick. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
18, 5 in, 70, Timberwolves. 3.
throwing. Sanders. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Will McDonald in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that was incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown the last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Sanders. To the right side, complete to Miller. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Sanders to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw again, here is Sanders. That's caught right side. It's one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Texans first down.
Sanders. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Warren. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Panther 60, check, contact, trap 50, trap 60. Ready.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Tight, 19 tight. Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To throw is Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Looking to throw. Sanders toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Scotty Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes keeps the score 14-7.
Panthers 7.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
60 Maverick.
Sanders throwing to start the drive. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
70 Rangers. Ready.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
Panther 11. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. 70 Lions. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Sanders. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
can't stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Real quick. Baby on that rap to pay the bills. And now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they're going to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and 11. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Go, Reed. Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the shotgun, Sanders.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And a 3rd down and 6 to go.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to it before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Pouring 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's Shador.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
That is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Will complete this one to Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's got this down to the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
65.
Off play action. Jones. This is intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Sanders from his own end zone. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
On the 6. 19 Lions. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Mustang 19. Warriors 70. Go.
Back to throw. Sanders.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up. There he goes, right side. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Now the try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Texans 24.
Panther preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Where's the hot? Where's the hot?
Quickly into the hands of Neighbors off the RPO.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Now Stroud.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Look at hot.
Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go and it incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Here we go. South.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Whistles now at a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite taking it right down Broadway. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Bijan Robinson, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Texans 24. Jude McAtempney set to kick off.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing Jones.
He's got this downfield to McBride.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Panthers tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Texans 24.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
18. What's up? Wait. Copy. Hey, Uno more. Hey, Uno.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.